Oh my God. Have you heard this story?
The death of Dr. Antoinette Bonnie Candia Bailey has sparked outrage from LU alumni across the country who now want Mosley to resign. As KRCG 13's Lauren Turman reports, new documentation from Bailey herself identifies Lincoln as, quote, where it started and where it ended.
The passing of Lincoln University Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Antoinette Bonnie Candia Bailey, has rocked both Jefferson City and university alums. Now, new documents are surfacing from Bailey herself on the day she took her own life, outlining University President Dr. John Mosley as causing, quote, enough harm and mental damage.
That whole day, I was really beating myself up because I'm like, if I would have read the entire email, maybe I could have saved her life.
Candia Bailey graduated from Lincoln in 1998. Her friends and loved ones say she was a loving, generous person who radiated positivity.
She's the type of friend where, she can just tell by talking to you in your voice that something's wrong. And she would get up in the middle of the night and she would drive 2-3 hours to get to you, to be there for you. It did not matter what she was going through. She always smiled. She was always positive.
But soon after she took the position of Vice President of Student Affairs in May of 2023, her friends noticed a change in her.
I even visited with her on homecoming, and she was like, she's like, I'm just trying to make it through at this point, because that is when she was getting depressed. It's like her whole demeanor had changed. Yes, she was smiling and all that, but you could still tell something was off, something was different.
Multiple emails obtained by a friend of Candia Bailey and shared with KRCG shows she sent emails to Mosley and to the Board of Curators outlining Candia Bailey's request for family and medical leave, saying that the relationship between her and Mosley went downhill due to her severe depression and anxiety. Additional emails reveal that when she made complaints about how she was treated to HR and the Board of Curators, the board president wrote a response back to her saying in part, please be advised the Board of Curators does not engage in the management of personnel issues for Lincoln University and will not be taking further action related to this issue. Chapter 3 of the Board of Curators bylaws that have been in effect since March 30th of 2023 covers operational guidelines for personnel. The section of bylaws is unclear whether the board can take on any personnel or HR issues outside of hiring in certain circumstances. Those emails also showed Candia Bailey believed she was intentionally harassed and bullied and claimed she received a poor evaluation when she asked for help. Monica Graham says the last time they spoke was just hours before Candia Bailey passed.
I screamed. I was in denial. I'm like, no, you have to be mistaken because I just talked to her. I just got an email from her this morning. So I immediately started trying to call her. And of course, there was no answer. So when it was confirmed that it was really true, it was really bad for me. I passed out. I ended up at the doctor.
Members of this call to action say they hope Candia Bailey's story will serve as an unfortunate lesson for the president, administration, and Board of Curators.
Offer therapy to people. Let people know that therapy is okay. It is okay to have a therapist. It is okay to be strong and still have problems.
In her final email to Mosley on the day of her death, Candia Bailey also asked for only select members of her sorority to be allowed to collect her things, saying, Roseanne can speak with my family from the administration. You are not to have any contact. You've caused enough harm and mental damage. KRCG has reached out to the administration at Lincoln University, and they have declined to comment at this time. Following a protest on Thursday, the Board of Curators called a meeting for Friday at 3 p.m. with a partially open session agenda. Another protest is set for next Tuesday at noon.